Well, hello everybody. How's it going? I know it is Sunday, and I usually in the spotlight I do on Saturdays. We're still working on our Scream stream, but we're actually doing a combination of a Scream in the spotlight Scream stream edition. So, Robert, how's it going? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. How are you? How's everything? I'm hanging
You
in
know,
there.
it's the weekend. It goes by way too fast.
Too fast.
Way too fast. But just want to say hi to people in the chat. We got the Roo Crew, Bees Poppin'. How's it going, Bees Poppin'? K&L Collectibles. K&L Collectibles will actually be on later to perform, so we're looking forward to that. Chase Film Productions. Hope everybody's doing well. And let's see here. Just want to let you guys know that we have a great guest today, Robert. And I know you know him. We've had an experience with him before on a stream, and it was a lot of fun. And so definitely looking forward to this stream. And definitely we're going to bring him on and just give the fans a huge treat today. Just get to learn a little bit more about the dead skeleton and kind of pick his brain a little bit. But I know that the zombies out there are the skeletons fans. They're going to come running, right? So let me see here. Let me take a look. Bub, are we going to be okay to go, Bub? Let me know. Okay, we got the permission from Bub to get things started. So we're definitely going to be kicking this off here. Should be excited. So get the skeleton warriors out because it's going to be a fight. They're definitely, yeah, they're going to be fighting, guys. So be ready for that. And so we got this going. I got a lot of stuff on here. So, and remember, Rex, we have to, one of the most important things, it's Women's Month, National Women's Month. And women, they're leaders. They're strong.
Absolutely.
And, we got all kinds of women, that have been representing in movies and regards, but women, they absolutely rock. So we salute you, women, 100%. And we appreciate it. But we are definitely, because women are leading the way, right, Deadpool? Yep, absolutely. So we're going to get this queued up. So we have a little intro. And let me go ahead and pull that bad boy up. And then we should be ready to go. All right. So Rex, I got to tell you, so puppetry is a very ancient form. It originated about 4,000 years ago. They were used to communicate, animate ideas and needs of society. Back in the days of the Egyptian tombs, puppets of clay and ivory were found. So we had shadow puppets, stick puppets, string puppets, and glove puppets, which brings us to today. It leads us to our amazing guest. So I'm pretty excited, Rex. I don't know about you,
I'm
but
really
I'm definitely excited to bring on the man that knows quite a bit about putting on a show. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to welcome in the dead skeleton. There he is, ding dongers. Whoa, ho, ho.
Oh my goodness, how is everybody doing today? Oh my goodness, it's two boys and their pops. How are you doing?
I am outstanding. How are you doing today, Dead Skeleton?
This is fantastic. You know what? I was trying to simulcast it on my channel, but you guys caught me a little bit. I'm a little bit behind, so I'm a little bit off. I must admit.
No worries at all. I mean, like I said, it's Sunday. We're here to hang out and have a little bit of fun. Rex is here. He's got a couple things to do. And Dead Skeleton, we got an announcement from Ghostface himself, Roger L. Jackson. So let me go ahead.
Oh my goodness.
Hello. Do you like scary streams? Who's your favorite horror team? Now listen to me. Be sure to check out Scream Stream. And maybe for you there will be a bonus round. But for poor Logan and Jacob, I'm afraid they won't make the team. They've been cut.
Yeah, unfortunately, my boys they didn't make the team. They've been cut. So Jacob and Logan, unfortunately. So, Dead Skeleton, how are you? How have you been?
I'm doing very good. I've been busy doing streams. Did you catch our St. Patrick's Day stream?
I started to watch a little bit of it. I myself, this week has been an incredibly busy week for me streaming as well. I do a show on Thursdays. Last night I did a stream with actress Nikki Suhu. So I definitely I've had a really busy week with. I was on Friday with the Rue Crew. I was actually interviewed by them. So it has been a crazy week. So I'm looking
So you
at
had a Rue Crew and a Suhu all in the same week, right?
Yeah, Rue Crew and a Suhu.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
who knew?
You're opposing, you didn't even know it.
But Robbosaurus Rex here, my partner in crime,
Yes.
he's got a little thing to show us today, and we're excited about that because he's got something to reveal. And I don't know when he wants to do that exactly, but definitely he's got that to show. So you get an opportunity to be part of that. And KRIS from KNL is going to come on a little bit later to perform and play some music. So, I mean, you know about the music, right? I mean, you rock out a little bit once in a while, right?
I am a big fan of KNL Collectibles. KRIS from KNL Collectibles, he plays the greatest rock songs of all time. He's a legend. He is a legend on the Dead Skeleton Show. Yes.
KNL Collectibles. That's right. He is a legend.
And guess what? There's a little known fact. You know that logo you just showed up on the screen there?
Let me go ahead and show it one more time. All right.
Do you know who created that logo?
If I'm not mistaken, did you create that logo?
Yes, I did. I created it myself. Believe it or not. Yes, I did.
Look at the detail of that, guys. That is an awesome logo. KRIS is a big friend of mine in the community. Like I said, very, very supportive. So that actually is a great logo for him. Absolutely 100%. And so what I also did is I created an intro for him for later on when he comes in. So that'll be pretty good. We tied that in. So, but right now we're going to keep an eye on the chat real quick here, Dead Skeleton. Let's get out our Velociraptor. We're going to get out our Velociraptor here and take a look here.
Ooh, scary.
So who do we have? Let's go ahead and say hi. Once again, the Rue Crew, Bees popping, saying hello to everybody. Definitely just glad you guys are here. And if you're watching over on Dead Skeleton, awesome. We appreciate it as well. You come on over.
I was not able to get my feet set up. It's not, I just have it. It's like a beacon. It says, go over to the Dead Skeleton or go over to Two Boys and Their Pops. I think it has like a picture and there's a link in the bottom. So hopefully people can find me that way. I'm having technical difficulties with my computer right now. So there is no stream on my channel at the moment.
Well, then they can come and see you here. No problem.
They will all come and see you here. Yes, absolutely.
And you know who else they get to see, Dead Skeleton? If you look right above you, I see Charlie, or is that Eric?
Oh my goodness, it's Charlie.
Charlie, hello, Dead Skeleton. Always good to see you. Hello.
It's good to see you. And I also see Pagliacci in the background. He's kind of creeping me out over there.
Yes, he hasn't been timed out.
He's dormant right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Keep him on timeout as long as possible. He freaks me out.
Yeah, we're Charlie. We're going to keep an eye on Pagliacci. Absolutely, we're going to be watching him all over the place. So just keep that in mind. All right, so Dead Skeleton, just kind of wanted to kind of pick your brain a little bit and get to know you a little bit. You do so many amazing things,
Yes,
with your show.
Yes. Make me feel really good. I've done so many amazing things. Yes, go on.
I mean, you're on so many platforms.
Yes.
You bring a lot of smiles to people.
Yes.
And I know ever since I had the opportunity to get to know you from KRIS, KNL introduced me to you. I've always enjoyed interacting with your streams. Talk about your journey a little bit of how you became the Dead Skeleton, where that came about of like, you know what, I'm going to create something and I'm going to create something that I think is going to go in a great direction. The whole thing with the face and everything, like where did that come from, that inspiration?
I will tell you, my good pal Stubby wanted to make a YouTube show. And we started making a couple videos on his own station, right? He was really young back then, really, really young. We started making a couple videos on his station, and we noticed that we had a chemistry. We were like, this is great, but you know what we could do to make it better? What if we were to, enhance it a little bit and make it a little bit more razzle-dazzle? So on our way back home, we were on a road trip. We were driving home from Las Vegas, Nevada, right? And we were thinking, what could we do to make the greatest show on earth? And so we're thinking, and we had a skeleton mask that we had bought from a haunted house, like a pumpkin patch area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we had two of them, and we're like, well, what if we were to make like a pair of skeletons that were to review things? And that kind of made me think a little bit more. I started investigating skeleton masks and skeleton makeup and puppets, and we just started to really brainstorm, if you will. And before you knew it, we came up with the dead skeleton and Stubby. So yes, those were the first two creatures that we created. And then we came up with Swampy. We had Swampy on the show. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He's a very scary puppet, or he's not really a puppet. He's a costume, right? But Swampy is a very scary character. So he tries to kill me whenever he's on. We haven't had him on in a while because he cut off all my fingers. Luckily, I was able to regenerate them because I have mystical powers of skeleton, but yes, it's very...
Well, how does Stubby feel about Swampy?
You know what? We should probably ask Stubby. Stubby, come over here really quick. Are you free? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Stubby's coming on over really quick. Okay, we're gonna ask Stubby. There's the best of Stubby graphic I see. Okay, here he is. Here's Stubby. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Stubby.
Hey, Stubby.
Hello.
Charlie, what do you think about that? Stubby's here.
Stubby, hello. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm doing pretty good.
Always a pleasure. How's everything? How are things in California on the West Coast?
They're going pretty good.
They're going pretty good. We're still in lockdown here. Nothing's really happening. But they're going to be opening up Disneyland pretty soon. So I think we're going to... We want to go. Yes, we don't. We totally want to go to Disneyland.
You definitely have to do a show from over there.
Yes, and Knott's Berry Farm. We love Knott's Berry Farm, too.
So Dead Skeleton, I just want to say I actually hit my 4K watch hours, and I actually can get super chats now. And Carmen is not in San Diego. The lovely Carmen has given me my first super chat.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations!
Yes.
You have received your first super chat.
She says she's broke, but she loves me. So I appreciate it. Now, Stubby, there's a crew out there, the Roo crew, and they are huge fans of you. So Annie and Emily absolutely adore you, Stubby. And I mean, I don't know, but it would be awesome maybe if you could say hi to them. They're actually in a chat, and they're just coming to see you and hang out.
Oh my goodness! What would you like to say to Annie and Emily? Is it
Annie and Emily from the Roo crew?
You want to give
Shout
them
out to Annie and Emily for being such great fans of the Dead Skeleton Show.
Oh, Annie and Emily, we appreciate you guys being such great supporters, and Stubby loves that, and Dead Skeleton appreciates it. So thank you, Annie and Emily. You guys rock. So and Annie is actually a Harry Potter fan also. So I wanted to show this for Annie. So we had to give Annie,
Ooh, that's cool.
Can we sing her the Harry Potter theme song?
You want to go ahead and lead?
Let's do it. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. We do it a little bit off, so we don't have to pay any copyright fees.
Well, I think it's puppet approved. Yep.
Oh yes, look at that.
Yeah, they definitely they love it. So absolutely puppet approved. So Charlie, what would you like to say to Stubby? Do you have anything you interaction? I know you're kind of like in starstruck a little bit,
Oh, always starstruck when I see them. I love to hang out with them in the chat and all. But I just wanted to say, I'm really looking forward to seeing what next projects you have going. So, Stubby, what is something that, let's say that, how did you come to meet the Dead Skeleton?
Well, let's see. One day, when I was in outer space, I wanted to travel to planet Earth. And then I found this great dead skeleton guy at a restaurant called Old McDonald.
And then I kind of adopted you,
Isn't
right?
that in a farm?
And now Stubby's he's very interested in starting a business of his own. Do you want to tell him about your business?
Well, I'm making my own YouTube channel.
Oh, and
Making my
great
own
idea.
YouTube channel.
And then didn't you want to open something like a chicken restaurant or something?
Oh yeah, chicken restaurant.
It's going to be called Stubby's Chicken. It's chicken licking good.
Chicken looking good.
Oh, suspicious.
so Stubby, you recently had a birthday, right? Back in August.
Yes, you did have a birthday. Yes.
So you must be so in puppet years. I think that's like what 300 years, 350. What was that 11? Like what is that? How old is your birthday?
Well, now I believe I am 561 years old.
He's 561 years old now in puppet years.
Yeah.
Oh wow, then you're just growing because last I checked, when I remember you saying something about being 300 years in puppets, and I was like, so that's how fast you guys grow. So Charlie must be like 1,000. So I mean,
They're older than that.
Charlie is what we call an oldie but goodie, right?
It's crazy how puppets can grow.
That's right. They age much faster than us humans and skeletons, actually.
Well, Stubby, we think you rock. We get the band out for you. You're definitely rocking. Definitely appreciate it. So Stubby, how do you feel about sharing the spotlight a little bit with Dead Skeleton? Do you sometimes want to kind of like give him that little push and be like, "It's me"?
Yeah, I like doing that.
All the time. I sleep with one eye open, okay? I'm afraid he's going to bump me off any chance he gets.
That's how we feel that Pagliacci over here.
Oh, yes, Pagliacci. Do you see?
Pagliacci!
That's right. Stubby has watched the Pagliacci videos, and he is very terrified of Pagliacci.
Don't worry, I'm trying to cover him here.
What would
Not
you?
only does Pagliacci look like Carol Channing, but Pagliacci's teeth are very rotted and decayed.
Oh, yeah.
And we do not like that. We like to brush our teeth here at the Dead Stubby.
And Stubby K&L Collectibles is saying hi to you as well.
Hi, K&L Collectibles!
So, and the Roo Crews really appreciate it. You made their day. They were looking forward to seeing you. So, Stubby, they really say Annie and Emily appreciate it a great deal.
Wow, thanks.
So, we do have, some questions that we wanted to kind of ask you guys in regards. So, I mean, would you consider yourself like Abbott and Costello? Are you going to have like the Muppets, like Kermit and Fozzie? Like, how would you describe your guys' relationship?
Beavis and Butthead, I would say.
Beavis and Butthead?
More like Beavis and Butthead, yes.
Nice.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So now that you guys have been able to build this industry, and like I said, you're approaching the 3K mark, you're doing extremely well. What do you enjoy most about your work in the industry? What have been some of the biggest challenges from day one?
The biggest challenge is learning how to use all this equipment, okay?
We have so much equipment here. It's insanely... I don't even know where all these cords hook up to.
We've got cords everywhere. You got to make sure you don't trip. For some reason, I bought this thing. This is a extender thing.
Cool
So you can hook in multiple USBs, right? But for whatever reason, my mouse is not working right now, and it's not recognizing the device. So I'm afraid I might need to turn off my computer and restart it. That's why I'm not live on my channel right now. But there's so many things going on. We've had microphone problems. We've had camera problems. We've had lighting problems. But I think we've all mastered most of it. But then every once in a while, something gives out. If you ask Chase Films Productions, he's usually the hawk that watches out on our show, and he usually tells me when something is going amiss. He goes, "Dead Skeleton, you have no audio. Dead Skeleton, You're clicking.
We can't hear.
We cannot hear you. He even made a best of Dead Skeleton video, and it includes a minute and a half of me talking with no volume, and you can see all the comments on the screen. I was oblivious. I wasn't even watching the comments.
For fixing stuff.
That's right. And I'm just talking and talking and talking, and the comments are going up.
We can't hear you.
We didn't hear a word anybody was saying.
He's in the chat right now.
He's in the chat, yes. He's one of our favorite fans, I think we would say.
So then Mark McGrath would probably say that Chase Films, that he's got your back, right? I mean, absolutely. He's got your back. So absolutely 100%. It's great to have people that can do that and just come in and admire what you do and take to that and make sure that they do show some support. So I know that Chase Films is a very steady amongst the chat. So that's great to see when we go in there.
And he's creating a video game for the Boogeyman. Believe this.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely amazing. That he's doing that. I'm looking forward to that. So many people draw inspirations for different sources. What has been your inspiration to go? You have a lot of platforms that you deal with: Instagram, Facebook, the YouTube, the social media. How do you determine what your content you're going to use for that platform?
I just throw it over the wall and hope something sticks. I go everywhere. I just whatever I can do to shout out the great name of the Dead Skeleton. I just toss it everywhere, see if somebody writes back. Hopefully it works. YouTube seems to be the best. Instagram is getting better. It's getting a little bit better. Instagram. I like talking to people on Instagram chat. That's pretty cool. We've talked to Pagliacci that way a couple times.
Well, I've also noticed in Instagram chat that you do have some following over in the UK.
Yes, we do. Yes, surprisingly, we have people following us in the UK. You've done your homework, Two Boys and Your Pops.
Yes. So how do you feel about that? Like reaching out to have you thought about maybe making puppets in relation? Because where do you get your inspiration for the names of the puppets and coming down with saying, okay, let's have this guy, let's put this together when you started? Because you obviously start with one puppet and then you continue.
I came up with Stubby.
He came up with Stubby. You want to know why?
Because I have stubs.
He's got 2 stubs for hands. You want to know why he has 2 stubs for hands?
Why?
Okay, because I hadn't made the hand yet, and we made the puppet, and it was all complete. I was about to make the hands, and Stubby said, you know what? I don't want any hands on my puppet. I think it looks funny that way. Why don't we just call him Stubby? So that was kind of how he got his name, too. He didn't have a name. He didn't have hands. He was Stubby. So that's why we named him Stubby.
I really ate my fingers off.
Yeah, now in the story, in canon, right, as you call it, canon, in Stubby lore, he ate his fingers off because he was hungry.
Oh,
but behind the scenes action, he thought they were carrots.
Well, you know what's going to happen, Stubby? If you're eating your fingers off around this type of show, we don't want to wake up the zombies. Okay, that's one, because if they start to come, it's going to happen.
Oh no.
Definitely, Stubby. So when you're eating your fingers, we got to watch out for these zombies because they, now the brains, sometimes you might be okay with the brains. I don't know, but the fingers, they definitely want to go for the fingers. So you got to watch out for that. Now we've got to ask you, growing up, you're from San Diego to Southern California.
Yes, we are currently in San Diego. Yes.
Now, with the makeup, it gets warm. It gets kind of hot sometimes down there. Like, how do you adjust with that? Because I would feel, for me, like I'd want to itch and scratch and especially during the show, you seem to hold it really, really well. How long does it take when you know that you're going to go on a live stream to put the makeup together?
I put the makeup on in about 10 minutes. And then I leave it on for about 6 or 7 hours. And I film a whole bunch of episodes. So I'll do this live stream with you. And then I think after this, we're going to play Among Us for about an hour. And then after that, I'm probably going to do an unboxing, or I do shout outs, or whoever, people contact me on Instagram saying, I'd like you to do like a little clip here. So I usually send them something. And I try to film everything that I can within like a couple hours, right? But yeah, usually ends up, I'll be like this until probably 8 p.m. tonight. So.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about Stubby? Have you thought about doing some makeup too and getting like making yourself like a little miniature dead skeleton?
I haven't really been thinking that before.
Makeup on the puppet would be very interesting, I would say.
Yeah, maybe you might have to leave it to the professional, and maybe dead skeleton stays there then. So Rex, is there anything that Charlie would like to ask?
Yes, of course. So, how long did it take you to find your voice?
My voice? What do you mean by my voice? Like the voice that I'm using right now, or?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did start off with a different voice in my earlier videos. I sound a little bit deeper, like Beetlejuice.
Mm-hmm.
Like that.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I'm asking, because I used to have different voices like before.
Yes,
my original voice was this. Hello, how are you doing? This was my original voice. And then I realized it wasn't working, so I switched it to this.
Right. Well, the reason I changed was because it's hard to do a deep voice for too long. It's hard to keep it up. But if you go kind of high like this, it seems to be a lot easier to maintain. So, yes. It's much different than my regular voice, but I like to make it a little bit higher. And if I make it higher, then it is easier to do for extended periods of time.
So you're actually Chase Film Productions that says that he's interviewing you as well, that he gets an opportunity to interview you.
That is right. We filmed an exclusive interview for Chase Films Productions. Chase, thanks for reminding me. I did the I had to fix the coloring, right? I usually fix the coloring before I put it up. And yes, I'm going to be sending you the link soon. He asked me a whole bunch of questions, and he's going to be very surprised. This is about 17 minutes of the dead skeleton talking. So hopefully it's going to be enough. I hope it's going to be a great interview. He said he's going to edit it together and make it really cool. And I trust him because he does a lot of good videos with my stuff. He makes really cool compilations. And very happy with Chase.
And I noticed Mickey Mouse is here. Mickey Mouse is here, so we want to say hi to Mickey Mouse.
How you doing, Mickey Mouse? He can be a little bit. What's the word for Mickey Mouse? Mickey Mouse is like the bane of my existence sometime on Instagram. He stole my car last week, believe it or not. He said that he stole my car. I haven't found it. It's been a week and a half. I don't know what happened to it. So we're going to have to find out on Instagram what happened to my car one day. Mickey Mouse, I'm not very pleased with you right now.
So, Mickey Mouse. So yeah, you can't. Now, here's the thing. You don't want to wake the dead. You don't want to wake the zombies up, Mickey Mouse. We can't wait. Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, can't do that, Mickey Mouse. So Dracula, can you keep control, Dracula? Keep control. All right. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So Charlie has been really now when you look at some of the films that are out there back in the days, what was a horror film from your earliest horror movie memories that triggered your fear? Was there one out there that kind of triggered your fear or triggered your fascination with horror?
Well, I remember when I was when I was a young dead skeleton, I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, Illinois. And on Chicago television, there was a ghost host named Sven Gulli, and he still does programming today. He's on MeTV. But Sven Gulli, he used to host. He still does actually. He hosts these horror movies from Universal Studios, right? Like the Wolfman and Frankenstein and Dracula and the Creature from the Black Lagoon, right? Now, the very first memory that I have of a horror movie was I remember watching The Wolfman. The Wolfman was the very first movie that I remember seeing as a kid that was a scary movie, The Wolfman, followed by The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I love that movie.
Which is also a very good movie. And then I watched like Frankenstein, Dracula, I think I saw King Kong. Gremlins was one of the early ones. Nightmare on Elm Street. I watched that at a very early age. I was probably a little bit younger than I should have been watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that's one of those movies. I mean, it was a great first movie for Nightmare on Elm Street. I just loved it, the way it came out and everything. And hopefully, they have an opportunity. Robert Englund gets at least one more time.
One more match.
One more
match.
Yeah.
One more match. Yes, I would love to see Robert Englund do it one more time. I think he's open to the idea. He kind of, he said that he would be interested in it.
Well, one of the things they were talking about was having him being like in the handing it off, kind of like he would be the first part of it, and then kind of like handing down the mantle of it, and hopefully
Yes.
the person they hand down to the mantle will do an extremely well job. It's just hard to top Robert Englund. I actually recently just bought a Funko Pop for Freddy Krueger signed by Robert Englund.
Oh,
So now I
yes.
have Jason Voorhees signed by Kane Hodder. I have Robert Englund, and I also have Michael Myers signed by Nick Castle. So I got 3 of the OGs. So that's awesome. Now it'd be awesome to get like the Wolfman. Would be.
Oh yeah, I think he's. I think he's no longer with us though. I think
No,
it's going to be very difficult to get his autograph.
Lon Chaney Jr. is long dead because of alcoholism.
Now, guys, I didn't say the autograph. I said the Wolfman Pop. So.
Oh, I have the Wolfman Pop. I do have that.
Oh, you got the Wolfman Pop?
I do. I have all the original Universal ones. Yes.
I just recently acquired this one.
Ooh, the Phantom of the Opera.
The Phantom of the Opera. So, and then seeing these two dead skeleton, we got my zombie head in the jar there.
Ooh, yes, that is very spooky.
Yeah, it lights up at night too. So, and one of the things that I just kind of wanted to touch on, you also deal with, books. You're writing.
Yes.
So where did that come about? I mean, you put a lot of effort into branding, and
Yes.
books, seem to respond. You sent my sons a book a few months back, and they enjoyed it. Where did that come from?
Well, I went to school for graphic design and illustration. And I always wanted to, I like to do what people say that I can't do. I've got a big chip on my shoulders. That's what makes the dead skeleton tick. When somebody says, you know what, you probably aren't going to be able to do that, the dead skeleton wants to do his best to try. And I was in art class, and I remember one of my art teachers said, you know what, it's very hard to actually get a children's book published. Many people try, but few actually succeed, right? So you know what, I made it my mission for the next 10 years to make a book. And I actually created Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite. And it is a book about bugs that come back from the dead. And they hunt people. So, yes, I like to write. I like to draw. I like to do a little bit of everything.
Nice. Well, I enjoyed the book. And if people have an opportunity to get one of those, they definitely should.
Yes.
Right.
I would like to give one away tonight to one of your audience, actually.
No. Oh, well, look at that, guys. He'd like to give one away, so you guys are going to have an opportunity to get that.
Yes.
Very nice. So we'll figure out a way to do that, and definitely have some fun with that. So, Rex, what else? I think Rex, it would be great to show the dead skeleton talk with the surprise that you talked about. Would this be a good time?
I think it's a good time, but let's see. Maybe got to switch to what we call puppet cam over here.
Oh, no, as long as this doesn't involve Pagliacci, no, oh no. Oh no. You promised me. One of my conditions was that I would not have to talk to this clown again. And
well, remember, Mark.
Hi! Oh my goodness, I'm not talking to the clown. Okay, I'm good with this. Who's this?
Hi.
How are you doing?
My name is Dusty. Dusty. I'm the hyper one.
I believe the boogeyman actually talked to you a couple weeks ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. How are you doing, Dusty?
I'm doing well. How are you? I hear so much about you all the time. I'm so glad I finally get to meet you.
I'm doing great. You know what? Why did they name you Dusty, I wonder?
Well, see, during quarantine, a lot of dust kind of accumulated under WOBBASAURUS' couch, and while he was cleaning it, he vacuumed, and when he opened the vacuum, voila.
Oh my goodness, so you're like a dust bunny, aren't you?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Except not a bunny.
Except not a bunny. You're just Dusty, okay.
Dusty, hyper Dusty.
Now, I wonder, do you smell Dusty? Do you have a sense to you? Because sometimes dust collects in the Dead Skeleton Studios, and I can smell like a little bit of, I think they call it must. Do you smell a little musty, Dusty?
I smell like popcorn.
You smell like popcorn? Oh my goodness.
Popcorn.
I love popcorn. I love
all sorts of things that fall underneath the couch. popcorn, candy, chocolate, all of that good stuff.
Oh my goodness, we had Lucky Charms here in the studio the other day, and Esmeralda ate all the Lucky Charms except for the pieces
Esmeralda, how's Esmeralda?
Esmeralda's good. She's in the other room talking on the phone. She's I don't know what she's doing right now, but she's going to be doing a film with me later, I think. But yeah, she was eating all the Lucky Charms, and all the Lucky Charms got on the floor, and I ended up stepping on them. It was a big mess.
I love Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms.
They are magically delicious, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, do you have a bird by you? What is that?
Yes, she's making too much noise in the back. She's driving me crazy today. I'm going to eat her.
So, Dead Skeleton, what do you think about Dusty? So, it's the unveiling. It's the first time he's been on, and we wanted you to have the opportunity to just kind of give your insight. Like I said, I'm trying to get used to him, but I mean, better than Pagliacci, right?
Oh, way better than Pagliacci. I give Dusty 2 thumbs up, right? 2 thumbs up to Dusty. That's very cool. It's a very cool character.
So now, when you look at the type of things, I mean, you guys have a lot in common. Rex, and yourself, a lot of interest in taking on the form of entertaining through puppetry. Now, is that something that maybe from your childhood? Did you do you pull from your childhood?
Yes, I was a big fan of the Muppets, and I really like Pee Wee Herman, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Playhouse. Big fan of that. So yeah, I kind of actually, I still watch that show today. We watched it last week. There was an episode where this big monster was in the Playhouse, and I've been trying to think of how I could do a full-size monster that would look really cool. But yes, I do like Pee-wee's Big Adventure. In fact, yesterday, Scary Larry and the Boogeyman went to the Cabazon dinosaurs, where they filmed Pee-wee's Big Adventure, the giant dinosaurs that Pee Wee Herman is chased around by Andy. And he's Andy, and he runs around and he tries to get Large Marge. That's where Large Marge dropped him off, right? He said, "Tell him Large Marge sent you." Well, we filmed a video there that we're going to be putting up this week on the Dead Skeleton Show. Very exciting, very funny. They've got a couple good your mom jokes because Scary Larry's always into the your mom jokes. So we've got a whole bunch of them in that video coming up.
Okay, well, something to look forward to, guys. That's going to be really fun right there. So you want to make sure you check that out.
Yes.
So, what I want to kind of get into. I want to play a game with you, Dead Skeleton, and
play a game.
I want you to be able to determine. I want to test your knowledge a little bit. So let me go ahead and cue this up here for you, Dead Skeleton. Let me go ahead and cue this up here. So, Dead Skeleton, I want you to know if I'm a liar or not a liar. So I'm going to read you a couple of things from the cards, and you're going to determine whether or not I'm a liar or not. And we'll see. We're going to test your knowledge a little bit, okay? And then chat, if the chat wants to decide too, more than welcome to do that. Chase Films, I love Pee-wee. I can even do a good Pee-wee Herman impression. Very cool.
Oh, I'm going to have to hear that sometime.
All right. So here we go. Here's one of the questions.
Hold on. Look, it's Pagliacci.
Hey, how's everyone doing? You didn't think you were going to not hear from me, were you? How are you, Dead Skeleton? Good to see you.
I was doing really well, and then I saw your face start to move, and now I just kind of pooped my pants a little bit.
Good to see you.
Your voice, your laugh, it just wants me to, it just makes me want to run and flee from I just got to get out of here, okay?
Tell Stubby I'll be seeing him in his nightmares.
I'm going to leave here for a second. I'm sorry. I can't be on the show while Pagliacci is on here. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I do have a friend though that might be better equipped to talk to you. Okay, Pagliacci. I'm gonna go call my friend. Okay. Hey, Boogeyman, get over here.
There's the energy.
Pagliacci, I see. We meet
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I see. You know what? It's come to my attention that I think you have the upper teeth that I'm missing because I only have my bottom.
Yeah, I do.
And sadly, even if we put our teeth together, we still wouldn't have a full set.
You know what we should do? We should like sell molds of our teeth on eBay. What do you think of that?
Yeah. You know what the sad part is? People will probably pay a lot of money for it.
Oh yeah, we'll be making those Benjamins, won't we? Show me the money.
And then we can.
Excuse me.
And then what we can do is we can set a trap for the Tooth Fairy and rob her.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. What should we? Oh no, what's that? Annabelle.
Yeah, that's my ex-girlfriend. She said that I was too much when we were together, so.
Oh no, I know how that feels. Oh, look at this, so Chucky.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, Annabelle. Hey, have you ever seen that movie, The Nun?
Oh yes, I actually saw it. It was hilarious, actually.
Yeah, The Nun was my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah. By the way, I should mention, I think it's National Puppet Day, so happy National Puppet Day.
Happy National Puppet Day to you, Pagliacci. It is good to see you again.
Yo, boogeyman.
Oh, look at this. Oh, my goodness. Green acres of the place for me. Green acres. I don't know the rest of the words to that song.
You know, it definitely is good to have you back. I remember the last time we actually interacted was around the time that you had a little bit of a run-in with Jason Voorhees.
Oh no! Yes, you're right. Jason Voorhees, he murdered me. But you know what? I came back. I'm better than ever now. Hey.
And that's all that matters is you're back and better than ever.
That's right. I'm back and better than ever. Like Eric Bischoff when he came back to the WWE. Remember that?
So how long? Oh yeah. How long have you been involved in the show?
Just about a year and a half, I would say. I made my debut when I went to Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights in 2019.
Oh, wait, weren't we there? The Killer Clowns? Weren't we there that year?
I was there. Yes, I was. I saw the Killer Clowns. I saw Stranger Things, and I saw the Ghostbusters. What are you gonna call Pagliacci?
Yeah, I think the first video I saw of you were at a theater and you were chasing a cockroach.
Oh yeah, I was at the abandoned movie theater.
Yes.
There were cockroaches everywhere. It was very spooky.
Cockroaches. I like to eat cockroaches. I mean, look.
Lots of protein, right?
Yeah.
It's what's for dinner. Ooh. We got a whole bunch of warnings. Warning. Should we get the dead skeleton back on here?
To one another.
Hey, Pagliacci, I think you gotta leave, man. The dead skeleton, he's refusing to come back on unless you're gone. You freak him out too much. Oh, it's the Boogeyman Show. Welcome to the Boogeyman Show. Where did everybody go? Boogeyman Show. Oh, what's going on? Over here.
Hey, Boogeyman.
Oh, how's it going, Eric?
Good. So I know Pagliacci, you know, he's one of those, it's hard to get used to. I know it's one of those sights. It's like, you got to close your eyes every time you see him. So I get it. Now Charlie,
very afraid of clowns.
Well, Charlie is a little bit more receptive. We know that. We definitely, we don't want to bring the clown around. So we're going to make sure Charlie comes around for you. Okay.
Ooh, Charlie.
Hello.
Comes walking down the street.
Hello, Boogeyman. How are you? How's everything, Boogeyman?
You know, the birds whistle when you walk into the room, don't they, Charlie?
Oh, yes, they absolutely do.
Yeah, you got away with the birds, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
So how are you?
Hey, Charlie, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just hanging out here on a pleasant day and enjoying, relaxing on a Sunday. Got the week for myself. He'll have to go to work, and I'll just be here hanging out and sipping, watching TV.
Do you ever do anything crazy when WOBBASAURUS is out of the studio?
Yeah, we try to cook the cat.
You try to kill the cat?
No, we try to cook her.
What?
We try to cook the cat once.
Wait. He's talking about. Now we gotta put it out there.
Oh.
Warning. You never know where this show is gonna go. Warning. Now this isn't your typical Punch and Judy, guys. It's not your Punch and Judy, okay? So I got to ask you, Boogeyman. What's the strangest thing in your fridge?
Ooh, the strangest thing in my fridge. Let me think about that. We've got. That's a great question. Esmeralda likes to drink Gatorade. That's kind of strange.
What
Mustard. We got eggs. What do you mean? What would be strange in the refrigerator? I don't know.
Maybe 6-month-old anchovies. I don't know.
Nothing strange about that. Those would be delicious.
What if you, Boogeyman, what if you had an opportunity to have 3 wishes? What would you wish for?
3? I thought you were going to say, what if I had an opportunity to have a 3-way? Okay, my first wish would actually be to have a 3-way, I guess. 2 Kleenexes and 1 booger. Anyway, let's see. What would I want to have for a wish? Really? Let me think about that. I would like to have the opportunity. That's a great question. If I had a wish, I would like to have 1 million subscribers. That's my first wish. 1 million subscribers, so I don't feel like I'm talking to 3 people in their basement, okay? That's the first thing. Number 2. Let's see, number 2. I would like to have my own action figure. What do you think about that?
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, a Funko Pop. Like one of those neck action figures of the Boogeyman. That'd be pretty cool. And then number 3 would probably have to be, let's see. What if I were to have my own clothing line?
Oh, there you go.
I could be an entrepreneur. Then I can bring in all those Benjamins.
Well, Boogeyman, I think
the aisle. It's the Oscars.
I think I have your agent. I think I have somebody that wants to be your agent.
You've got somebody who wants to be my agent. I was going to say, let me do a really quick joke. Coming down the aisle, we've got Sharon Stone wearing the latest new fashion, the boogie. She didn't wear any clothes. She didn't wear any underpants in Basic Instinct. But here she is wearing the boogie. The Boogeyman's line of clothing is available at all Sears outlet stores, Kmart's, and Walmart's. I love it. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, I think you need an agent. So I was thinking about bringing him on to just say, hey, maybe there's a possibility you guys can negotiate. So are you ready to see who your agent might be?
Secret agent, man. Go for it. Let's see.
All right. And here he is.
Woo! Dun, 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 dun.
Undertaker himself.
So what do you think? You think he might make a good agent for you?
Oh, he'd be the best agent that there ever was. How you doing?
Can you hear us, Chris?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Nice.
How you doing, Jay?
Thank you.
So we wanted to bring Chris on as an opportunity, obviously, to provide some entertainment for you guys, but also just to interact. Big fan of the Dead Skeleton, just so you know. So what do you think about that, Boogeyman? Chris can play some music.
Oh, yes, we're going to rock out with our cocks out tonight. How you doing, Chris? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Boogeyman. Doing pretty good.
So, Chris, would you like to perform a little bit now, or are you kind of ready to go? A song here and there, or?
Sure, whatever you guys want.
All right, so we'll go ahead and do that. Like I
Oh my
said, we'll
goodness!
go ahead.
Hold on. Chris from KRIS Collectibles. I love your hat.
Thanks, man.
Look at that. It looks a little bit like mine. Check it out. We're both cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm a cowboy, baby.
Cowboy baby. So let me ask you this then, real quick, Dead Skeleton, because it is a question I had since we have this intro. If you could wear a hat on your head that would have people stop, stare, and be in awe and amazement, what kind of hat would you have?
Scary Larry's mom. I would wear her like a hat all day long. I'm telling you what.
Oh yeah.
Because Scary Larry, he looks like a hat, sort of.
Sensei
approves. Yes. If I only know where Scary Larry was, I could wear him as a hat too. That'd be funny.
Okay, well let's go ahead and give Chris a little stage here, and so you guys can perform a little bit. So Chris, we're gonna go ahead and give you the solo layout.
I'm performing the Phoenix again, I guess, because by popular demand, I was on Cody's show about, I don't know, a month or so ago, and I played it, and people really enjoyed it. So this is one of my old songs. Hope you enjoy it.
Chris, real quick before, like, if somebody's getting to know you for the first time, can you give us an idea of, you're in the community, who you are, your interest in music and things like that before you get going?
Oh, well, I'm KL Collectibles on YouTube. I think a lot of people know who I am by now. As far as the music goes, you can find me on SoundCloud under Dream Skull. It's all one word.
Okay. Well, for some of those viewers out there that are just coming onto the stream for the first time, this is K&L Collectibles. And like I said, great member of the community, very talented, does a lot of great things with his channel, and he's about to show how talented he is right now. So, Chris, let's take it away. Here we go.
This is the Phoenix.
Well, look at that, guys. Absolutely. They approve 100%. They approve. Chris, awesome.
Thank you very much.
Let's see here. Very good.
Amazing. Amazing.
Glad you enjoyed it. Thank you.
So now, when you talk about talents, Chris, because obviously as Dead Skeleton, the talent to perform and be able to do what he does, but you take it on a different scope because of music, and it's hard. Now, Dead Skeleton, do you play any instruments? Are you musically, able to do some things?
The Dead Skeleton is not able to play anything, okay? He's not blessed musically, okay? Not at all. Stubby is able to play the trumpet a little bit and a little bit of the piano, but the Dead Skeleton, he is awful. Very, very awful. Not going to lie.
Well,
Don't sell yourself short.
So let me ask you, Chris, where was your love into music? Like, what got you into music and playing the guitar?
I started playing when I was 16. I come from a musical background, so it's in my blood. My mom's side of the family, everybody's a musician. My mom sings. My cousins are in bands and everything, and yeah, like I said, it's just kind of built in. Korn was one of my biggest inspirations to get into this guitar here. This is a 7-string guitar. And I started playing when I was 16. I taught myself how to play. And then along the way, I met friends that kind of influenced me and kind of shaped my skills, my sound and everything. I had some bands of my own, but you know how bands can be. They're really difficult to keep going and maintain. And at this point, I just play my own stuff. And anyone that watches the channel, all the music you hear, any kind of guitar parts you hear, are me coming up with stuff. So I thought that'd be cool to kind of incorporate that into the channel.
Now, what came about to do that, to incorporate? I mean, did you just all of a sudden say, you know what, I would like to do this and this and kind of tinker with it? I know with Law being part of your partner in the channel, how did you orchestrate? Because you do some great music with showcasing your pops and having them on the spinny and just kind of highlighting with the glow. It's a great touch.
Thanks. Because I didn't want to get copyrighted anymore. When I first started the channel, I used to put, because like a lot of people, they probably don't know when they first start a YouTube channel about copyright claims and stuff. The intro was actually one of my favorite band songs. So I was getting copyrighted like you wouldn't believe, and I didn't even know. So ultimately, since I play music, I'm a musician, I just thought, why not? And I could just kind of bring a different edge to the channel, kind of stand out more by doing music of my own instead of getting copyright claims for playing other people's music on the show.
Well, we saw your logo. Like I said, it's amazing with your logo, and I know that Dead Skeleton put that together. Great choice. I think it fits you perfectly. Amazing on that. So when you write songs, I mean, what is something that's an inspiration to you? Do you write like at 3:00 in the morning, you jump out of bed and you're like, I got to write this down, something's kind of going in my head, with your sounds and, what goes behind the inspirations?
Yeah, all my inspiration really comes from late at night. Like you said, I actually was working on a video last night, way late into the night. It'll be premiering tomorrow. But as far as my influences, my inspirations, I like a lot of different bands. Anything from Black Sabbath to Slipknot. There's this band from Germany called Lacrimus Profunde that's one of my favorite gothic metal bands. Pink Floyd is a huge inspiration to me also. So I've played a lot of different styles of music at this point, with rock and metal and alternative. So it's just kind of like a big mishmash at this point. That's kind of like how my music came about. Because when you've been playing as long as I have, it just kind of, it kind of evolves in a lot of different directions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a request, and it's not necessarily a song, but we do have Cisco Yeah Boy. I don't know if you're familiar with him, Dead Skeleton, but Cisco Yeah Boy would love for Chris to give a Yeah Boy, his version of Yeah Boy. And then even Dead Skeleton, if you can shout out a Yeah Boy, like what would be your version of it? So, Chris, you want to give us a Yeah Boy?
How about Dead Skeleton first, since he's the main guest?
Yeah, boy.
That was awesome.
All right, Chris. Now Cisco says he needs you to say yeah boy please. So it's coming in.
The only way I could do yeah boy probably would be yeah boy.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dead Skeleton, Chase Films Production says Dead Skeleton is able to play the oh my goodness all the time, very hard instrument.
Oh my goodness. That is the Dead Skeleton's favorite phrase. He says, "Oh my goodness," over and over and over again. We've had videos where you have to count the "oh my goodness." Count the "oh my goodnesses" and get a prize here at the Dead Skeleton Show.
I also had a fan sent in a picture, Dead Skeleton. I didn't know that you carried the belt. So we had the Dead Skeleton, Zach Bonifer. Zach Bonifer picture of Dead Skeleton.
Goodness, look at that. I look like, is that Darby Allin?
Yep, that's the dead Darby Skeleton.
Oh my goodness. He's tried. I've taught him everything I know, right? He's a much better wrestler than the Dead Skeleton, though.
It's awesome when you get some fans that are able to really appreciate you, and then they want to be able to show some love through things like that. Zach Bonifer, another great supporter in the community.
Oh yeah,
so
Zach.
Absolutely, Zach Attack. So Chris, did you have another song that you wanted to perform?
If you guys want to just hear me kind of play, I could kind of jam around.
Yeah, and remember the old I remember when you did that Halloween part that one time was pretty cool. But yeah, I'd love for you to just take a few minutes and do what you got to do, because it's awesome and that's what we're here for. I know the Dead Skeleton appreciates skeletons, they always love to dance and rock out, right? I mean, it's kind of how it goes, and definitely you're puppet approved. So, play away.
The thing is, a lot of people, a lot of musicians, they play covers and things. One thing that's kind of unusual about me is I spend so much time creating my own music, and it just kind of flows like a writer, and they can just draw inspiration from something to start coming up with words. It's kind of how I am with my music.
Well, I think it's awesome to be able to, not a lot of people can pick up a guitar and play. And just to be able to do that, and then let alone write music, to go into the guitar. So, that's very talented. A lot of work goes into that, I know. So definitely would love to hear a little bit more.
Yeah, well, I've been playing for 21 years now. So I'd hope I sound pretty good by now, Eric. Yeah, practice. A lot of time went in. I used to play all the time, actually, back before YouTube. Years ago, I used to play every day, and I think the channel kind of helped me get back into it because, like I said, I incorporated music into the videos. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, absolutely. The chat would love to hear a little bit more, and so go ahead and take it away.
So yeah, I just kind of come up with stuff.
That was
Awesome.
awesome.
Definitely. I mean, like I said, for me, I would love to do stuff like that. You know, music, singing. Like, I mean, I think that's awesome to be able to have that talent. So you do that really well, Chris. I've known you for a while now. We've had a good relationships. Chris is somebody that I'm able to talk to, and you know, just be able to, whether it's passing off advice or just listening to some of his stuff. So definitely check him out. Like I said, Chris, one more time, you have music on, where can they find that? SoundCloud?
Yeah, I'll drop in the chat. Sure.
Okay. So definitely, like I said, Chris, very talented. Would you say, Dead Skeleton?
Oh, very much. And he's close to 800 subs, right?
Getting there. I think we're
You're
currently
getting there. So everybody watching right now needs to go over and sub to Chris from K&L Collectibles.
755 currently, I think.
Yes, let's get him up to 800, okay?
800.
Definitely, like I say, Chris is somebody you guys want to check out. He does a lot of effort into his videos. He's always doing creative stuff. So definitely check him out. Very supportive in the community. So we definitely applaud you and appreciate you for, you know, obviously coming and hanging out. And because, like I said, when we're here today, what you see on the screen, you know, we love hanging out with each other. You know, pretty much this is the way, we would say. You know, so Dead Skeleton,
Yes.
you know, uh, let me know. I know with Chris, you know, what's that been like for your journey getting to know Chris a little bit more? You know, because when he mentioned you and I got to get to know your channel, you know, like I said, Chris was the one that pushed that on, but he said that it was more than just knowing you on a screen in a chat, you know, so that's one of the good things about you, that you offer out a little bit more on the friendship side too. You know, you really care about some of the people that support your channel.
Oh, yes. We've had many late night chats about my fast food eating and McDonald's. And right, Chris? He's always
Yeah, but we're just like me and Eric. We become good friends, and we just kind of talk about everything.
That's right. We talk about everything on Instagram. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And also Bees Poppin'. Now, Dead Skeleton Chris recently had a interview with Bees Poppin', and Bees Poppin's another one that likes to play the guitar. So that was really cool. Joe Valdez, how are you? How's it going, Joe Valdez?
Oh, Joe Valdez is one of our favorite fans. How are you doing, Joe?
So yeah, absolutely. So Chase Film Productions, he wants to be on a spotlight stream. So, you know, that's one of the things that he's got a lot of talent, right? I mean, you can vouch for.
Chase Films he's amazing. He does all his own videos. He's got a show called Gregory Gilton the Blue Shark, and he also has a show about 3 turtles that's animated. If you ever watched the movie, or show, I'm sorry, excuse me. If you ever watched the TV show on Nickelodeon called The Wonder Pets about 10 years ago.
Oh yeah,
it's similar to that, where it's like stop motion animation with these turtles and stuff. It's great. It's amazing.
Yeah. My son loved that show. I remember that show
So
really
did
well.
Stubby, and that's why I know. Wonder Pets, we're on
Yeah.
our way. Oh my
Oh
goodness,
yeah,
it's
I
a great
remember
show.
that.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a couple of questions, Dead Skeleton, and Chris. You're more than welcome to answer as well. It's kind of like just kind of a get to know fun segment in a sense. So Dead Skeleton, what mythical creature would improve the world most if it existed?
Mermaids.
Mermaids. All right.
Mermaids, yes.
So Chris, maybe if you want to answer this one, what movie, and you can answer too, Dead Skeleton, but what movie would be fun to make into a musical?
That's a good question.
How
How about Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic Park, the musical. I love it.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, so it just kind of popped in my head.
That is one big pile of. That is one big pile of. That is one big pile of. Right? One
They
big
could do a lot
pile
of things there. I mean, they could. Can you imagine all the dinosaurs with the singing parts? That'd be entertaining in itself.
All right. So Dead Skeleton, if you were sent to settle differences between two countries, what are some fun alternative ways that you would suggest?
Let's see. What could we do instead of making? We could make love instead of war, right? That's the first thing that Skeleton would do. He would be all for that. I also like Parcheesi. That would be fun. Maybe Pinochle. What's the one game Scary Larry's mom plays all the time? It's
Strip poker.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of. Not strip poker. Strip poker would be amazing. That would be good. I like that. Bunko. Scary Larry's mom loves playing Bunko. I've never played it myself, but you know what? It must make you happy if all sorts of like 70 and 80-year-old women are playing it, right? So Bunko's probably a good one. Monopoly.
So what about the dinosaur? Do you see the dinosaur, Dead Skeleton? You see this dinosaur?
I do see the dinosaur. How are you doing, dinosaur?
I'm doing well.
He looks like he wants to hear some more music with that wig on like that.
Oh no, it's Pagliacci.
No, we took it away from him. We took his hair. He's angry.
Oh, you took his hair. Okay, you're not actually Pagliacci in disguise, are you, dinosaur?
No.
Let's hope not. Oh yes.
Hello, Joe Valdez in the chat.
I am the nosy Tyrannosaurus. I just insert myself into conversations.
So Dead Skeleton, King Bob said you can do co-ed kickball. Kickball.
Oh, that sounds like a great time. Yes, co-ed kickball would be fun. Closed optional, of course.
So which TV or movie character would you like to deal with on everyday life?
What kind of TV character would I like to? You mean like who would I like to become friends with, or?
Yeah, I mean just some TV, movie, somebody that you'd like to deal with on an everyday life.
Let me think. I like Michael Scott from The Office. And Dwight Schrute, I like Dwight Schrute. Those would be a fun cast of characters to be friends with. Maybe the Three Stooges. The Three Stooges. I'm sorry, Mo, Larry, and Curly. I almost said Low, Mary, and Curly. Who's Low and Mary? That's a horror. No, Mo, Larry, and Curly.
All right. So, Chris, did you have something else that you wanted to play as well? Did you have another song in mind?
If you guys want to hear some more, I'm game. Yeah,
go ahead. Cue up another one. Definitely, you're doing well. And like I said, we're enjoying the hat. Now, does Chris kind of look like that bounty hunter? Like he's coming, with the hat and everything. He's that badass bounty hunter, that's coming in. He's got his guitar's it's a machine gun.
I'm
you know,
on
or laser gun or something like that. You know,
I'm on a
something like
West-
coming from a movie, you know.
I'm on a Westworld kick right now, so I kind of look like the Man in Black. I figured Des Kelton would pick up on that because we were talking about that a little bit.
Oh yes,
He's a fan of that.
Westworld. You're watching Westworld, right?
He's a
How do
fan
you
of that
like it?
show
What season
too.
are you in?
I just started season 2.
Oh yes, it's very good. Season 1 is the best. I'm not gonna lie. Season 1 is the best. Season 2 is pretty good. Season 3, I still have to watch the last couple episodes, I believe.
You know what I like though is how starting a season 2, it actually builds up to something different. I thought it was gonna be the same kind of concept. I like how they're branching out and it's incorporating a lot of different elements now.
Yes. I don't want to give away too much, but yes, it's very different to season 2.
Yeah, I like that. I figured it's all going to be Wild West style, but that's cool how it's going into something else now.
We also have so Chris, you have the child has approached. So the child is here for
It's
some music.
Grogu.
Grogu. You want to hear
What's
something?
happening, Grogu? It's
So,
amazing. He blinks and everything. That's amazing.
all right, Chris. So go ahead and bring us the sounds again.
The sweet sounds. So I was going to say real quick, this style I'm playing right now is called progressive metal. So you can do a lot of cool things when you just kind of play on like 1 or 2 strings with the tempo, like that. So if you do a lot of like, this is a riff where you do like a part that's got one or 2 strings going. But when you go dun, 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 like that, that's like a progressive metal style. That's like my favorite thing nowadays. Another thing is cool is being able to incorporate heaviness with melody. That's one of my favorite things to do. So I like to play heavy stuff, but I like to do melody mixed in with it. Stuff like that.
Nice. So Charlie, what do you think?
That is awesome, as always. Kano, you're really talented. Even he thinks so.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you listening because I'm just kind of messing around, but I'm glad you enjoy it. And I love playing. I used to love performing, so this is nice to be able to do this kind of stuff again.
So Chase Films, I look like Bert from Bert and Ernie. Definitely, like I said, Chris, we appreciate you coming on and doing this, and it's awesome. Definitely, I think it's definitely puppet approved, right, guys? What do you guys think? Puppets? What do you think?
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it's puppet approved. So once again, that's Chris KNL Collectibles. Definitely follow his channel if you have not. Great guy in the community, great supporter. He does a lot of hard work on his channel, so definitely show him some love. Because we know Mark McGrath, KNL, Mark McGrath, he's got your back. 100%. So just so you know, and once again, Chris KNL Collectibles. Let's
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me on again, Eric. I know we're friends, but I appreciate you letting me do some performing and be a guest, and it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys.
Well, when we talked about it, we reached out to Dead Skeleton about coming on the show. It was something that we wanted to incorporate. And lately, that's one of the things I've been doing with music on the streams. So, like the Dead Skeleton a couple of weeks ago, I had Chelsea Ray come on and she sang and performed. And then next weekend, so it's National Women's Month, okay? So next weekend for In the Spotlight, I'm having a music fest honoring women. So I'm going to have 5 wonderful ladies, diverse ladies that are going to come on and perform their music. They're going to perform their, what they do, and a lot of different varieties. So we're looking forward to that. And I might actually add a 6th person because I had somebody from the UK reach out to me that is interested. So we'll have to see. But definitely something to check out, 100%. Dead Skeleton, I don't want to hold you up too long because I know you got a lot of things that you're going to be doing, but I know you wanted to give away a book. And
yes, I would like to give away one of my books. How do you want to do this?
Well, we're going to do it the best way possible. So what I want you to do, Dead Skeleton, do you have a piece of paper handy?
Do I have a piece of paper? Oh, you're going to make my life difficult, aren't you?
Let's make it difficult for Dead Skeleton.
You got to work a little bit.
Yeah,
goodness.
You got to earn your keep on Two Boys and Their Pops.
I was not prepared. Yes, I have a list of questions from a previous stream that has a little bit of an empty space here, and I do have a pen. Yes, I do.
Perfect. So what I'd like you to do now, because if you can't do it in the private chat, that's fine. But I'd like for you to write a number down between 1 and 50. Okay.
1 and 50.
And don't mention it. And what I'm going to do in the chat, I'm going to put a starting line. And when I do a starting line, you guys are going to go ahead and give a number. And so we're going to go ahead and look for that number. Now, what you can do is, if you're able to, are you able to see? You're not able to see the chat, huh? So here's what, that's right. So are you able to, on Instagram, to message me that number at all?
No, I can't do that either because I don't have my.
Okay.
I guess if I leave the stream for a second, I can Instagram.
Well, yeah, I want that way I can go ahead and look at the chat and watch for the number too. That way it's not as hard on you. So I want to be able to do that. So what we'll do is we'll pay attention to the chat.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Private chat. I can do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this.
Perfect.
Let's see if this works. I don't do this very often, but let's see if this works here.
And you have made it so perfect. You've done it, Dead Skeleton. You have graduated. It is there, so we appreciate that.
Because one time I can't get back in. Yeah, one time I did this, I couldn't get back in. It was very difficult.
There you go. You're here. Chris is here. So
I accidentally clicked out.
Okay, so Chris and Rex, you're able to see the number. So we're gonna look in the chat. Okay, and whenever you guys can verify what number pops in first. Okay, so when I do a starting line, you're gonna put in a number between 1 and 50, guys, and then whoever gets it first is gonna get an opportunity to get an autographed Dead Skeleton book. All right. So,
And those who watch my show have a definite advantage on this one. If you watch my show for any amount of time, I do use the same number very often.
all right. So here we
People
go.
might know it. That's a hint.
Good luck, everybody.
Let's see. And now it's a 30-second, a little bit of delay, so we'll see what pops in. But I'm putting in the starting line now. So keep your eyes open, Chris and Rex, and we'll kind of go from there. And let's see what happens.
Here we go.
Oh, we got a winner already.
Already.
Yes. Joe Valdez.
Oh my goodness, Joe Valdez won!
Yeah.
Congratulations to Joe.
Congratulations, Joe.
Oh my
You
goodness.
also-
Joe's
yeah.
a big fan of ours too.
And the Funko Brothers had got it. We're
You know
saying
what?
it too.
Funko Brothers guessed it right too. How about we give away 2 books then?
Okay, so you want to do 2 books? There you go, guys. So
Yeah, so we'll give one away to Joe and we'll give away one to the Funko Brothers. How about that?
perfect. So
Since they
the
both got
Funko
it correct.
Brothers and Joe Valdez, you guys are going to reach out to the Dead Skeleton on Instagram. Obviously, if you want to be able to provide your information so he can get the book out to you. And then also, Dead Skeleton, what I would like to probably do, if at all possible, I would like to get one of your books for Annie and Emily, who are such big fans.
Oh, yes.
So maybe we could work that out and then get that out, because I'm sure they would love to have that book.
Oh, yes.
And just kind of
I
go
will,
from
I
there.
will autograph it to them too. I will customize it. Whatever you want me to put down, I will personalize it for them.
And now, the last time you were on our show, Dead Skeleton, you were amazing with your drawing. Where does that come from? Like, as you were growing up, I mean, did you really get into arts? I know you're in graphics, and I mean, was that like a big calling for you?
Yes, I always loved drawing when I was a kid. I was kind of a loner, a rebel, right? And I would just kind of like lock myself up in my room and I'd draw and draw and draw. And I kind of like, drift away to my own magic land. It must be like Chris. Like Chris liked to play his guitar a lot. The Dead Skeleton, he liked to draw a lot. But I haven't done it much lately. I've been focusing on my show. But yeah, I used to draw all the time. So, yep.
I can relate to that big time. I'm one of the biggest loners there is. I feel like a professional loner sometimes. I've always been great at entertaining myself. I used to read a lot. I love movies. People know that. You can see the posters behind me. Before YouTube, I used to do a lot of things on my own too, so I can relate.
I know a lot of people who suffer from boredom, and Dead Skeleton, he's never been bored in his life. He just never has.
Neither have I.
Well, and Chase Film Productions loves editing. It's kind of his thing. I've actually, since I've started my channel, I've learned a little bit of things about editing. I'm having fun with it as well. So definitely I can relate to that, Chase Films. Definitely it's a lot of fun just to do some production, some editing, and put some extra work into your stuff. So absolutely 100%. So WOBBASAURUS Rex and Divine Pops is in here. Now, one of the cool things about Divine Pops is I have a box that he sent, Dead Skeleton, kind of what you do with AOKs for people. He sent me a box, and I'm looking forward to it to open. My boys were doing skiing today, so they had a ceremony for their skiing. We live in Tahoe where there's snow. And so after this stream, it's one of the things I got to make a video. You're going to be in your production doing your stuff. I'm going to open it up and see what I got. So I'm excited about that. But Chris, Rex, WOBBASAURUS, anything that you guys want to throw out there, promote that you got going on? WOBBASAURUS, anything?
Go ahead. Anybody?
Currently trying to figure out our schedule to reboot our channel. Did Puppets us? We're going to be separating on Instagram and creating our own Instagram account. So you definitely want to check that out. So we will certainly have that up for you very soon. But we decided, maybe it's time to separate the Instagram from WOBBASAURUS on our own because, he coworkers follow him, and yeah, starting to question the puppet thing.
Perfect. And Chris.
Yes. So tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a new video, something different. It's not going to be Funko. So check it out. I'm going to not premiere it, but it's going to drop probably early in the morning.
Now, Chris, you're also a big Tiny Ghost fan, collector. You know, like,
Yeah.
so you do things outside of Funko as well. So that's awesome because there's so many cool Tiny Ghosts out there.
I know.
Dead Skeleton, are you into the Tiny Ghost? Do you like the Tiny Ghost?
I only have the original, the OG Tiny Ghost. I've never been able to get. I've tried to get a couple of the other ones. Never lucked out. I have no luck whatsoever, and I refuse to pay above retail. So,
well, did you ever try to join the? Did you ever try to join the membership?
I have
the
not,
Paranormal Society, so you could.
Members.
Okay, so if you join this, you have a 1 day early shot at the drops. So all you do is you pay $30 one time, and then you have this membership for forever.
Nice,
pretty good.
Oh, it's a lifetime membership. That's
Yeah.
not a bad deal.
Hey, Dead Skeleton, is that one of those monkeys that like has the little symbols behind you?
I actually won this one. This one I was able to win. So.
Oh, that is a customized one with a skeleton on it.
I know this. I always like to show this one because you're on right now, and this is the one you like. So
that is the best one.
Oh, nice. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Never find those things. I've been wanting one of those.
So, I heard WOBBASAURUS was asking me about my monkey.
Yes, where'd you get that? I've been trying to
bought him on eBay. He is a curse detecting monkey. His name is Jingles, and what we do is we put the pop. Let's say we buy something on eBay. We want to find out if the pop or toy is cursed. We place him in front of Jingles, and then if Jingles starts to clap, then we have decided that it is a cursed puppet, and it's no longer welcome in the Dead Skeleton show or his studio. And we've had many cursed puppets and many cursed, Funko Pops. This one is not cursed. This is Lydia Dietz. She is not the cursed pop, right?
Yeah, I like.
These are the ones that we allow to be on the show.
So, Dead Skeleton, just so I get a little bit more insight, Chase Film Productions says, why don't we take a look at the Boogeyman skins? Do we have, is there something going on with that?
Okay, so what happened is he's making a video game, and I guess that's what they call it, is a skin, when you can change the different traits of your avatar, right? So you've got the Boogeyman, but he's got a stubby skin, he's got an Esmeralda skin, there's a Dead Skeleton skin, and a Swampy skin, and a whole bunch of different skins for this character, right? So you can play as the Boogeyman being stubby, or you can be the Boogeyman as the Dead Skeleton, I guess. And his game is going to be coming out very soon, I believe. Oh, did you have that? Do you want to play the best of Stubby? Is that a video?
Well, I didn't know. I just put that's just a picture, but I definitely. I mean, I could easily pull that up, but if we do something else, I can pull that up while you guys. So, Rex, do you want to take it away? You want to any other questions that you had to ask?
Actually, this is from me directly. Do you sell any puppets, or do you make any customs on top of the ones that you the ones that you have now?
I've made all the puppets. So the Boogeyman and Stubby and Scary Larry and the new Esmeralda, the old Esmeralda, those are all handmade. I've made them all myself with a little bit of help from Stubby and Esmeralda. And she takes umbrage. Esmeralda is here. She wants to take credit for something that she didn't do. But that skeleton is the one who created most of it. Believe me. Yes, no.
Do you sell any, or do you take orders at all? Or
I don't sell them because the new Esmeralda literally took me 6 months to make.
Oh.
So it's a lot of work, and I don't have the time and patience to do it. I did it begrudgingly because she wanted a new puppet. So Stubby wants to have another puppet for him, so I'm going to be working on that. It'll probably take me another 6 months. Right. And I always wanted to make a character. I have got a character. I've got the costume and everything. A puppet called Stuntman Steve.
Stuntman.
But I've been wanting to make him for a year, but I've kind of put it off and put it off and put it off because they're just so difficult to make.
I can imagine.
So that's going to be the next one. Stuntman Steve, and then Stubby wanted something. I can't remember what he wanted, but I told him I'd help him out with that. So
How was your
all originals?
you recently, not recently, but you did have an interaction with the Crazy Clown. How was that? Like I'm a big fan of Crazy Clown.
Oh yes, we've had Crazy Clown on the show a couple times, I think. He's yeah, he looks a little bit like Bono, says Esmeralda. when he took off his costume or whatever,
He's totally Bono.
he put on his bug-eye glasses. He looked like Bono from U2. But yes, we love Crazy Clown. He's really cool. He also does metal detecting videos, which are pretty cool.
He's Bono.
Okay.
He's Bono.
You know, I'm trying to find now. It wasn't the Final Purge trailer. I see that one, the Final Purge trailer starring Stubby.
Well, the best of us might be on Chase Films. He might actually have them on his channel.
Okay. Let's
Type
see.
in Chase
Have you ever-
Films Production.
Have you ever thought of coming to the East Coast and doing a show?
I would absolutely love to. As soon as quarantine is over and I've got a vaccination, I am definitely thinking about doing some Comic-Con. So yes.
Oh, I go to New York Comic Con every year. You'll find me and Charlie always on
my
the
goodness. The Dead Skeleton, he's been not as a guest, but he's actually been to C2E2 in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
I went to Monster Palooza in Los Angeles, and I also went to Mad Monster Party in Arizona. And believe it or not, I'd only been doing the show for a couple of weeks when I went there, and somebody already had recognized me. So,
oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
if you ever decide to go to New York,
too. So now I believe that more than one person would recognize me if I were to show up at one of these events. So that's good.
if you
And
ever
we're
go to
making-
New York Comic Con, let me know.
We're making a Stubby T-shirt too. I've got a Stubby T-shirt design that we're making now.
So now, Chase Film Productions does an amazing job. He's got a great channel as well, guys. So definitely check him out. Big fan of the Dead Skeleton. Does a lot of great things. He put together a video, Best of the Dead Skeleton, the Skeleton Show. And let me go ahead real quick. This is a little.
We've got a brand new microphone, so hopefully everything is picking up crystal clear. If you don't mind for one moment, before we get to our show, I'm going to turn myself on. I'm going to turn myself on. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Turning myself on. I do that quite often, actually. Every time I stand in the mirror, I turn myself on. Oh my goodness, he likes ramen noodles with cheese. And did you see that? He said it would go right through us because I'm a skeleton. But you know what? That's not the reason why it's going right through me. It's going right through me because I have irritable bowel syndrome, okay? IBS. It's going through because it's going to be diarrhea. 2.
Now just hold there. Stop dramatic. Hurting it.
If you're going to spew.
He's not just spew. He's just too dramatic.
Wait a minute, did you just fall in a toilet full of pee? Did you see that? What are you in the bathroom doing the interview in the bathroom? Can you not give the Dead Skeleton a little bit more respect and do your interview somewhere else?
This is where I was speaking and I didn't know that the volume was not on.
We actually did a show one time for a half hour. Same thing. We didn't know we didn't go live. We didn't hit the live button, and we were just.
And at home on Instagram, people can see a wall. It's a wall. You have to.
Say my name 3 times the salmon name.
Wait,
Blue
what?
Shark. Say Blue Shark 3 times the salmon name.
Okay, you have to say Blue Shark 3 times. Ready? To summon him. Ready? Blue Shark, Blue Shark, Blue Shark.
Gregory. He's
It's Gregory Gilton, the Blue Shark. How are you doing, Gregory? Blue Shark, Blue Shark, Blue Shark. I didn't hear what you said. It was like Gregory Gilton is one of Chase Films' characters.
Don't do it.
I'm beginning to wonder if this is the worst of the dead skeleton.
But I can even tell you right there. Say, "Oh my goodness."
Oh my goodness. No sound, no sound, no sound.
No sound. Listen,
There's no sound. Uh-oh. No sounds. This is not the best of the dead skeletons. This is portraying
This is what.
Yeah, but in your defense, you're always entertaining them.
Let's watch that again in slow motion.
Was that actually?
Yes, I believe there might have actually been
I have a good question for you. Now, do you feel the sensation? Let's say one of your clones is, getting busy with a lady, right? Uh-huh. That's what you wanted, right? Now, do you have a way to do you
Put on like a device or something to simulate what that Dr. Food is thinking?
Yeah, right. Probably,
my goodness! I type it on the keyboard.
Hold on, you went.
The Dead Skeleton Show. By the way, whose voice is that? That says that.
You know whose voice that is? That is John Kassir, the Crypt Keeper himself.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
Really?
Yep, that is the one and only John Kassir. Yep.
I knew that. That's why I was like, that voice sounds familiar.
Tales from the Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt.
That looks
there
like
he is, right there. Yep, that's the voice. Yep.
Autographed.
Did you just get that, Eric?
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet, dude.
Yeah, I just got that.
I do have one of those myself. It's in my closet, but I do have one. Yep.
I feel left out. Where's
Put
mine?
it up on my
You
shelf
guys
here.
both have it now?
Actually, I have a Crypt Keeper bust too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pulling a couple of these up. I'm not going to show all of them because, but I do want to show off. Chase Films was able to send some skins for me, and so I'm putting them in right now and just making sure. So I have, how many do I have? 5. Okay, so make sure I have all of them. That's the other one. Okay, so I have 5 of them that I'm going to show. Chase Films, like I said, I definitely artist, talented, very talented. So let me go ahead and show you here. So this is some skins, and we'll go with this one first.
Oh my goodness!
Then we have this one here.
There's Stubby.
We have this one. We have that one.
I guess I look like a tiny ghost there or something. There's the dead skeleton one. Yes.
Yeah. So those 5 right there, I was able to put in and just kind of go. So very talented. That's awesome. Just to be able to do, stuff like that is awesome. So
I think the first one might be the Boogie Woman or Britney Spears. I don't know. Is it Boogie Woman? You'll have to ask him. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a female boogeyman.
So Chase, is that the Boogie Woman or is it Britney Spears? Let me see if real quick, see if there was one more that popped in there.
I have a question for WOBBASAURUS. What brand of toy is the Baby Yoda you got?
This was the. Oh, I got it. Which one is this one? I'm not sure. I remember I ordered it on Amazon. The Hasbro one.
Oh, Hasbro. It's very amazing. It blinks and it moves its mouth and its ears. And...
Yeah, Yeah, I got them on Amazon.
All right, let me see if I can send a
I
couple
think that
more
might be the
here.
best one I've seen. That's really cool.
Thank you.
He reminds me a little bit of Gizmo too from the
He
Gremlins.
does, yeah.
That's cool. All right, so I'm gonna pull these two up. These are pretty cool too. Let's save
Comes with
these
this little chase.
ones. And
Ooh.
so, what is Dead Skeleton? How'd you come across with Chase Film Productions?
You know, I really don't know. He was a fan, and he started to leave comments, and we just started talking. And yeah, he's pretty cool character. He wanted to show me. We were going to be doing like a fan stream, and he asked if he could submit something. I think, and that might have been the first time, or maybe he created something on his own and then sent me the link, and then maybe I saw it and said, "Oh, hey, can I put that on my show?" And then he created more stuff. He did something for our Halloween stream where he included the Boogeyman. And he included Esmeralda in one of his videos. Very creative. Very creative.
Yeah, I mean, I love seeing this. So here's another one I'm putting in. I'm putting in two more. As he's sending them to my Instagram, I was loading them up. This one I enjoy a lot too. So let me go ahead and show you these two. So there's that one there. And then look at that.
Oh, Freddy Krueger.
That's
my
awesome.
favorite. That's my favorite so far.
Yeah, I like the Krueger one. And then I'm just trying to look and see what he anything different. But awesome job with that, Chase Films. Definitely.
And
just
the
to be able.
trailer for the game is also on my station too. He did a trailer for the game. And I think it's going to be up pretty soon. He's still working on it a little bit,
But okay, that's cool. A trailer.
he's creating some bosses. I think Toilet Tea Paper and Scary Larry are going to be bosses. And we were talking about maybe the shark puppet as being a boss. Oh, look at Darth Vader, Boogeyman.
Yeah, I got that one.
It looks like he said he found him from Dead Skeleton finding one of his videos. They found each other from YouTube.
Oh, you know what? I do a lot of surfing the web. So like a lot of times I will be looking at other similar channels and I will just follow people randomly. And then, yeah, sometimes we strike up conversations and we just start talking. Yep. Oh, there's like, that's the Pizza Boy Theodore skin, I believe. It's kind of like Gonzo crossed with the Mario Brothers. Oh, yes, that's the movie. I can't remember the name. Movie something. Movie. He would be able to tell you in the chat probably.
Yeah, it says like that's really cool right there. I like this one right here too.
Oh yes, that's Popular Opinion.
Cody.
He created that. I was on the Popular Opinion show. He created that during the stream and then sent it to Popular Opinion, and Popular Opinion showed it on his stream during the show.
That's cool.
Amazing.
Where's ours, right, Rex? Come on, Chase. We gotta have ours too, right, Rex?
Oh, maybe we can get Pagliacci Boogie.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Maybe you can have in your trailer Pagliacci's chasing the dead skeleton. Dead skeleton's running away from him.
Oh my goodness, my nightmare.
He's hairless right now.
Oh no, that's even scarier.
He's in his natural state.
Let's see here. Kenneth Bird, how's it going? Kenneth Bird.
You remember? Hello, Dolly.
I changed his hair though.
So he said that was the Boogie Woman. The Boogie Woman. That
the
one
Boogie Woman, yes.
Yeah.
We have yet to make a Boogie Woman puppet, but we're thinking about that one too.
So now when you think about making new characters, obviously having to reinvent the wheel, what does that take a lot of you sitting down and just kind of like getting into the boardroom, or is it just pop in and you're like, you know what, I have an idea for a character puppet, let me go, because you're pulling so many inspirations from all that you do. Like, so I'm sure that the wheels are constantly moving.
You're right. The wheels are constantly moving. The Boogeyman was basically created in about 3 hours. I was going to Universal Studios, and I needed a puppet that I could get into the park. And Stubby was a little bit too big, and I couldn't dress as the dead skeleton because they don't allow you to wear makeup there. But I wanted to have something there that I could actually, just kind of like whip out and kind of do like a quick video. So I wanted to make like a booger, right? and I don't know what the inspiration for the booger was, but we found this green sock puppet, and then there was like this little let's see, I can actually show you. This is from a game called Gooey Louie, right? Gooey Louie.
Oh yeah.
You pick
Yeah.
boogers out of this character's nose, right?
Yeah.
And I found a sock, and these are from Fugglers. Fugglers are a stuffed toy, and we cut out the Fuggler eyes, we cut out the Fuggler mouth, we put it on this sock, we've stuffed it with some like stuffing here in the top half, and then I was going to make the boogeyman. He was going to look like this. He was going to kind of look like this. His nose was going to be folded over, but then Esmeralda says, "You know what? Why don't you just like let it dangle there? It's a lot funnier if it's dangling." And Esmeralda was correct. Esmeralda was completely correct. I'm glad that I followed her advice on that one.
But you took you had my teeth, the top girl of my teeth.
Oh,
Well,
my
definitely,
goodness. That's how the boogeyman was born, right there. Sensei approves. Okay,
Sensei
so what do you mean
approves.
by suspicious?
The skeletons, I don't know, they're all over the place. They, Annabelle.
Oh yes.
Definitely, like I said, puppets. You guys approve, right? Absolutely, 100%.
I really like that clip too. Where did you? Oh my goodness, Conan O'Brien's band as a skeleton.
That's awesome. I'm a huge Conan O'Brien fan.
But definitely, I mean, when you look at your show, it's really different from what's out there, and I couldn't myself, I wouldn't try to copy it in the sense because it's just so unique, in what you do. But a lot of work, a lot of hard work that goes into it. But you're enjoying it, and it's really showing on the screen. It's really showing in your videos. I know for one, I appreciate 100%, my interaction with you and being able to get to know you better. I know KRIS has talked about, having an opportunity one day maybe to go down to San Diego and hang out. And I think that'd be a lot of fun as well, especially when the COVID thing. Now, have you found the challenges through COVID to go in with your puppets, and finding sources of, I know sometimes you go to the cemeteries or you go and you find these dolls along the fence that are hanging, you do a lot of different things. Do you sit down and figure, okay, like, what do we got to do now? Like, do you start putting spins on things, like, because you're writing books and you're coming up with stuff, is there like any kind of crossovers, any kind of things that you'd like to do in the future that you have thought about, but maybe you just haven't got there yet?
That is a great question. Okay, first off, let me preface this. 98% of what you see on our show is improv. Okay, we don't script anything. We just kind of say whatever comes to our heads. Now, the ones that are edited, I will kind of we'll go for like 20 minutes, and I'll kind of cut it down a little bit to take out the stuff that doesn't really work. But we do live streams all the time, and those are completely improv. And all of our videos are pretty much improv. So what I do is we come up with goofy ideas all the time, and I'll just write them down in my notepad on the phone, and then we'll come up with it. So I have a backlog of about 200 ideas right now that I'll probably never even get to. But, something just pops into my head, I put it down, and then we'll do a whole show on it.
Okay. Well, we have
I was driving the Dead Dolly Lane, right? I was driving down I was driving in Alpine, right, in California. I was just driving around there, and I saw these dolls on the side of the road, and I'm like, this would be a great video. So we just got Scary Larry. We went down there, and we filmed 2 videos. I have one that's in the can that we still need to work on, but we did a live stream from there, and we just, whatever comes to our head, comes to our head. That's it.
So Joe Valdez wants to know if you like the Joe Valdez YouTube.
Yes, I love Joe Valdez YouTube. Absolutely. It's one of my favorite stations. He's also on TikTok, and he's also on Instagram. He's a great fan of ours. So we do love Joe Valdez's YouTube. Everybody should go subscribe to Joe Valdez YouTube.
Well, I wanted to ask you another question, and then I wanted to have KRIS play again. You recently dealt with some hot sauce, and you guys did that chip challenge. You guys were doing some food stuff. Now, a lot of people, find a lot of enjoyment in seeing that. Now, is that something that you enjoy, like saying, okay, how can I take it to the next level? What kind of things, is there no limit to which you'll try? Or, I mean, is there things out there that you're...
That is a good question. We've got 2 on deck. Hold on, let me show you what we've got. Let's see. Coming up, we've got 2 different challenges we're going to be working on. This one is called the Little Nitro. Little Nitro, it's the world's hottest gummy bear. We're going to be doing this one soon. World's hottest gummy bear. And then also we've got sour pickle balls.
Oh my God.
Seasoned sour pickle balls. They look disgusting, right?
Oh
We
wow.
were hoping to have these in time for not Thanksgiving, for St. Patrick's Day. We were going to pretend that they were leprechaun balls, but we didn't get them in time. We got them the day after. Even though I paid for the express shipment, we still got it late. So we're going to do this as a separate episode sometime soon.
Oh wow.
But they
That's
fill
gonna
your mouth. It gets them really green and stuff. It's gross. And we've got a puke pitcher too that we've got from like the 1980s. It's a Tupperware pitcher. So if anyone gets sick, we have to puke in the puke pitcher, which happens quite often, actually.
Now you're not going to do this in your underwear, right? Chase Film says that he's not in his underwear.
I am not. I'm wearing blue jeans this time. Blue jeans. One time I was in my underwear and I had to slide off the screen because I was not prepared. I didn't know that I was having to get my computer during the screen. So yes, I like to keep it casual around here. I like to be comfortable.
Nice. All right. Well, Chris, what else do you have for us, my man? All right. Nice. So, I mean, just to be able to, like I said, a lot of talent, 100%. So appreciate that, Chris. Definitely. So Bearded Barbarian, awesome stuff. KNL, rock on.
Thanks, Barbarian. I'm glad you could hear something. I mean, we've been kind of off and on during the stream playing a bunch of different things. So.
And Bearded Barbarian, Dead Skeleton said he's grateful you are not Donald Ducking it, Dead Skeleton.
Oh my goodness.
But definitely, like I said, guys, I know Dead Skeleton, I don't want to I know you're a very busy man. Just to be able to have you come on and hang out with us, was amazing to be able to get you to say yes. I know Pagliacci was looking forward to the rematch. Charlie, definitely know Rex enjoys hanging out as well. A lot in common in regards. And Chris, what's that?
They all wanted to see him.
Yeah, and he's got his sea of puppets, things that he does. So that's the race. It's who's going to have more puppets? Is it going to be Wobbasaurus Rex or the dead skeleton? Who knows? But definitely, like I said, a lot going on, a lot of steps that you keep climbing. So keep moving forward because, like I said, we love seeing what you do on the road. You know, just every day gain more subs, do what you do. He's providing
We are
entertainment
on
with
the road
talent.
to 1 million.
Road to 1 million. Now you got to
Road
do
to
it.
1 million.
You got to do it like
We've-
Austin Powers.
1 million. We've only got 997,000 subscribers to go.
Okay, so
You're
so
getting
we-
there. You're getting there.
we grab a Red Bull and a box of Twinkies and we go.
Yes.
You got a half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark outside and we're wearing sunglasses.
And we're wearing sunglasses. Yes. Tell all your friends.
So definitely, like I said, guys, everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, spending some time with us. But we're gonna let Dead Skeleton move on because he's got some other things going on. And Chris, appreciate you coming out and hanging out. And Dead Skeleton will you reach out to him and he'll get those books out to you guys. Absolutely 100%. So Rue Crew, make sure that you guys do that as well. And Dead Skeleton, you rock, 100%. And definitely puppet approved, guys. Puppet approved. And we'll just kind of go from there. So we are. You don't have to go home, but remember, back, get back. And Bub. So what did you think, Bub? How did you feel about it? Give him the salute, Bub. We salute you, Dead Skeleton, 100%, because it's all about moments. Moments, my friend. So once again, guys.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me as a guest. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks again, Eric. I hope everyone enjoyed it. And everybody that has a channel, make sure you guys go support them too.
Yes, definitely. Everybody in the channel, in the community deserves support 100%. A lot of people put time and effort and just, show them some love, give them some looks, like I said, job. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. We don't want you doing that. But guys, we are going to be heading out. And just remember, you don't have to go home. You don't, but you can't stay here. So wave goodbye, everybody. Wave goodbye, guys.